Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Man, what a sad day yesterday was. It's very sad, very disturbing. I had a talk with my wife about what happened, all that stuff, and this kid. He's not even a kid, he's a monster. He killed his grandma, he shot his grandma, then he went to an elementary school to do whatever the hell he was doing. And, whatever this kid was, mentally ill, disturbed, bullied, whatever, nobody knows. Nobody has any indication of what was wrong with this kid. Apparently he hasn't been to school for like a couple of years, and he had probably 4 or 5 or maybe 6 Instagram accounts with like different same name but like in different variations, but like immediately his account has been nuked by Instagram. So there are like a couple of screenshots of the guy's page has been floating around, some pictures. Even a rumor that he might have been a trans guy. Nevertheless, doesn't take away from the pain that this has caused. Children's life is very sacred. I'm a very, very advocate. I'm a huge advocate for children, growing up in the right mindset, in the right environment, and getting the proper discipline, all that stuff, because and unfortunate thing is, not every child, not every kid is gonna be in a good environment. And then we have these tragedies happening around the country, and of course we have stupid politicians trying to politicize this whole thing. And I'm a big Second Amendment advocate, huge. But I also have my own limitations. I believe the age should be 21, not 18. I believe in the fact that you should take gun safety courses prior to purchasing a weapon. Some states have a 10-day cooling off period, which doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't matter, because the guy is gonna buy a gun, he's gonna either use it now or he's gonna use it 10 days later, because they already made up their mind. But you see a lot of people now are saying, oh, we need more gun control. And as tragic as this incident is, there's more killing happening in other states, but nobody reports on it. Between the years 2022 till now, there have been 1,800 deaths by shooting in Chicago. And most likely these guns are not registered. Most likely these guns are not owned by lawful citizens who obey the law, and they have the firearms, but it's stored away, or however whatever the state regulation is. And this happening in Texas. Texas is a big gun state. Everybody loves their Second Amendment and all that stuff. But here's the thing: if somebody wants to conduct a crime, they're gonna do it. They're gonna find a means to do it. They'll find one way or another to conduct that crime. Now, would a gun make it easier to conduct it? Sure. In some cases, yes. In these cases, yes, it makes it easier. But if that was the case, every bad apple that comes around, then you're gonna be like, oh, we need to change the laws. Well, you know what? We've had plenty of bad politicians. How come we can't change? How come we have to wait 4 years to change them? How come those politicians remain in those seats for years upon end? You know, because they keep getting voted in. They keep getting voted in by a certain group of people. So, and this is on both sides of the aisle, by the way. This is not just on the Democratic side. I'm talking both sides. So, the argument here is not gun control at this one. The argument here is behavior indicators. Like, this kid posted pictures of guns. It's not illegal to post pictures of guns. There were some text messages, I guess, that were shared. Again, I don't know if the text messages are authenticated. I don't know if these are his text messages, but the conversation was, he tagged somebody with those with those guns, and the person's like, why are you tagging me? And like, the conversation just went on. But my wife said, like, why do people need assault rifles? Why do people need semi-automatic weapons? And it's not the matter of having a long rifle or having a pistol. Damage can be done with a 22 caliber gun. You can kill people with a 22 caliber gun. So it's not the point of the type of the gun, it's the person who's handling that gun. And this is mainly the result of the defunding the police movement. Even in our school district, they removed the police from the campus. I'm 100% against it. I think police should be present on campuses because of these cases, because of these stuff that's happening. Presence of police, at least it's a deterrence of these people who are trying to commit these crimes. They get like, okay, somebody's here, I'll probably get stopped before I can even do any harm. They'll change their mind, they leave, or they completely give up the idea. Even just the fact that they cannot carry on that objective, it's huge. So if having a police presence there, it's a huge deterrence to these people. It's a roadblock. And I get upset because this administration now is going to politicize this whole thing. They're going to push gun control. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And Beto O'Rourke, the moron of the century, starts screaming in the middle of a press conference that Mr. Abbott was doing, and I don't even care what he said. He doesn't deserve a second, to be honest. Trying to make a political stance, like, I'm against guns and whatever. But, this administration just shipped out $54 billion to fucking Ukraine. And they have the means to say, we don't have money to fund the police. We don't have money to spend on, security stuff, security defense, or whatever. And this is where the problem lies, people. The 2020 riots, the George Floyd crap, I still say he's a criminal. He's not a martyr. He's a criminal. Sad that he died, but he's still a criminal, and they made him into a martyr. And that by itself, led by the Democratic Party, by the way, caused a huge disruption into the police force. So I am gonna go up to my school board in the next meeting, which whom I don't really like, because they never listen to anybody. They just do whatever the hell they want to do. This is why we are pushing for a recall. But again, Democrats and Democratic judge and whatever, they think they're on the right side of the story. So I'm gonna advocate, I'm gonna tell them we need police at our schools. We need to have units at our schools at all times when the school is in session. I think it's important. It is justified. I don't care if it's a safe neighborhood. I do not care. Like we have low crimes or no crimes. That's not the point. A perpetrator will pick his target, and it doesn't have to be in a high crime area or low income area. Could be anywhere. So that is how I think about this whole thing, and I believe we should push for having school police back at schools, having some sort of security presence there. I'm even for having fences around the schoolyard, because you don't want unwanted individual freely walking into the school. So as much as I like to have the freedom of not worrying about my own children and everybody else's children to face these kind of tragedies, I cannot imagine, not for a second, I cannot imagine what those parents are going through. I get heartbroken when my kids are in pain because of they're sick or whatever. That hurts me a lot, because I can't do anything to help them calm down or whatever. But imagine your child getting killed. I am not for that, guys. I absolutely hate what happened. I hope he rots in hell. I hope he suffers. I hope his soul suffers for eternity for what he's done. And I do not wish it upon anybody. I don't care if you're my enemy or not. I believe children are sacred. I believe children are precious, and this is why I always fight. Number one thing is for our kids not to be exposed to the garbage that we have been exposed while growing up, and and we kept seeing this crap coming to our doorsteps, and we have to find a way to push this ideology and this stupidity that's coming towards us or coming towards our children, and to push it away and to not allow it to affect their livelihoods. But it is a hard task. It is a difficult task, and I hope every parent can actually be able to accomplish their goal to raising good kids, respectful kids, and and responsible kids. And but don't let these dumb politicians, these scums of the earth politicians, politicize this event, which they will do it. I do have wishful thinking, but unfortunately, the sad reality is these people are gonna politicize this whole event. So with that, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, share, and like this video. Leave your comments down below. I like to hear your thoughts on this matter, where you stand, and until the next one. Peace out.